7:18, it says, and Jesus said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. You see, if you look at, I have a document here of Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan, with the lightning bolt pendant around his necklace, I have an image of Harry Potter with a lightning bolt on his forehead. I have an image of a Marilyn Manson patch with a lightning bolt on it. I even have a Nazi emblem with a lightning bolt on it. Why do all these lightning bolts appear on these morbid images? I mean, is that just a coincidence? You have a Nazi emblem, a Marilyn Manson patch, and the founder of the Church of Satan all wearing the same symbol that Harry Potter is wearing? Honestly, and this is documentary fact. I mean, this is right there. I used to follow Marilyn Manson. I loved Marilyn Manson. I loved her before. Believe me, when I was a neo-Nazi back in high school,
you don't need Catholicism and organized religions. You need Jesus. You need the Word of God written on your heart and mind. The Spirit of God will touch you.
When I was a neo-Nazi, I used to collect
into His ambitions, His passion. Garbage. It says Catholic. That says catechism. I don't need that garbage. I have the Word of God.
When I was a neo-Nazi, I used to collect every book about Adolf Hitler. I even had Mein Kampf, My Struggle with Adolf Hitler, when I used to be a neo-Nazi. Honestly, the devil worked through Hitler. And if anyone who says that Harry Potter is innocent fun, well, why does Harry Potter have the same lightning bolt that the founder of the Church of Satan has?
Yes.
Or that a Nazi emblem has? Or a Marilyn Manson logo has?
Here we go, Tom.
I mean, honestly, think about this for a second.
Here we go, Tom.
Oh, there you go. Look at all these idols behind me. All these distractions behind me. Look, Jesus says, and behold, I saw Satan fall as a bolt of lightning. What's Lady Gaga have on her right eye? Isn't that a bolt of lightning? Then we have the golden calf of Exodus supported by Michael Jordan. Then we have Mickey Mouse at the bottom left corner indoctrinating little children into witchcraft. Isn't that what Harry Potter is doing? Because J.K. Rowling admitted she mixed satanic history into her book. It's documented fact. So when you say Harry Potter is innocent, you're being lied to. You are being lied to. We have Superman there, genetically modified people. It's already here. It's already, and if Batman was a superhero, why is he hiding his face? Oh, criminals hide their face. And we have a person bound down to the Pope. The Pope with the Dagon fish head. Fish hat. What does the Pope or Catholic Church preach about salvation? They preach about Mother Mary worship. Look at all their pamphlets. It doesn't have a picture of Jesus on it. You pray the rosary, you pray to Mary. Who died on the cross for me? Was it Mary or was it Jesus? Even Mary needed a Savior, Luke 1:46 to 47. So if she needed a Savior, what am I going to pray to her for? I'm going to pray to Jesus. 2 Peter 2:22. Everything he died with, that was one-time payment. No Eucharist, no nothing. Now look, we have Tiger Woods. Yes. And Daniel, I believe it's Daniel chapter 5 verse 4, or Daniel 4 verse 5. In it, it says about champions coming home from a conquest, drinking out of cups out of gold and silver. Now, what trophy do you know that you can drink out of that just concluded back in June and just starting up right now? The Stanley Cup. And when Tiger Woods committed his adultery, how many tournaments has he won after his adultery? 0. He can't even buy a win. Then we have one of my favorite groups that I used to listen to, AC/DC, Highway to Hell. Hey mama, I paid my bills, I'm playing in a rocking band. Hey mama, I'm playing a rocking band. Hey mama, look at me, I'm on my way to the promised land, the highway to hell. And it's kind of amazing how Jesus says, and I beheld Satan fall as a bolt of lightning. What's the AC/DC logo between the C and the D? And then we have AC/DC, Antichrist, the devil child. We have Slayer, Satan laughs as you eternally rot. We have Kiss, Knights in Satan's service. Everything is buried right in front of you, but people fail to look at it. So, oh, you're reading too much into it. That's the excuse. That's the excuse. I mean, you look at every one here, every one of these idols. Look at Barbie telling girls to be gold diggers. Me. That's a new, isn't that the new entitlement they teach in school? It's all about me. Earn your degree to be whatever you want to be. Well, tell me, why do 90% of the people that I know graduated now work at McDonald's? Why is that? Did they get to be what they wanted to be? Then you have the Beatles. Didn't they say they could be bigger than Jesus? Right. I mean, Dr. Evil could come up with a more stupid statement than that. Then you have Jay-Z, or as I like to call him, Daisy. He's telling you what his God is right in front of you. He's telling you what his God is. He calls himself Jehovah. Well, that name should be familiar in the Old Testament, because didn't God say Jehovah? Think about that for a second. They're hiding, and look at Santa Claus. Oh, for those who love Christmas, I got a little tidbit for you. Do you know where the name Santa Claus comes from? Well, Santa is an anagram for Satan, and Claus is an anagram for Lucas. Lucas is another name for Lucifer. Bet you didn't know that, did you? So, and where did the idea of having a pine tree decorating with gold and silver? In the book of Jeremiah, it says not to cut down trees and fasten them with gold and silver. You're worshiping it. Does anybody know where you get the Christmas balls from? They came from the mockery of the Garden of Eden, when Eve took a bite of the fruit. Then you have the wreath. The wreath is a mockery of Christ's crown of thorns. Because the Sanhedrin labeled him as the king of the Jews, so they put a fake crown on his head. If you look at the history of all the holidays that you worship, that you love, they're abominated by God. Mainly in the Old Testament, you can find all of this information. But people turn away from the Bible because it's not socially popular to follow the Bible. Because people have to follow what's popular. That's the problem. People have to follow what's popular. Because they want to be liked by their friends. I don't care if I'm not liked by anybody. As long as I preach the truth, as long as I preach what Jesus told me to preach, I'm happy. Jesus said in the Lord's Supper 2,000 years ago, you will be hated for what I preach. You will be hated for my gospel. You will be hated for it. You will be mocked. But then he was mocked first. And didn't Jesus say on the cross, forgive the Father, for they know not what they do? We rather follow our own lusts than what is right. That's the problem with society today. We want to do what we want to do, no matter who it hurts, because we decide what's right and wrong. That's the funny thing about atheists. They always say they decide what's right and wrong. The problem is, out of the crowd was a Satanist. So, when you hear people saying that, I don't believe in God, or I want to do my own thing, you're actually following Satanism, because you're not following God. You can only serve two masters. Matthew 6:24. Either you serve God, or you serve the devil. If you don't serve God, you're serving the devil.